Okay, I think we're live. We are working. We are on fire. This is highly motivated. This is the Smoke Sesh, the podcast. This is the journey, the adventure. It's whatever you want it to be. No expectations. And that's what I love about this show, because there are no expectations. It is anything you want it to be. Really quickly, just making sure that everywhere we are, it is, everything is working. One sec, here we go. Okay, I have to do this so our Facebook crowd is able to see us as well. Facebook automatically always puts me into private, so nobody can see anything. So we figured out what the problem was. We had to change things around. That's it. Awesome. So here we are, highly motivated. And tonight, before I go too far, I was feeling tea. I've been in a mood for tea. It's a tea mood. So let me just get some honey into the cup. I'm using the ever so wise owl. So tonight we're gonna use a little bit of honey. I'm in a very sweet mood right now. I like some honey. But no, what I'm doing, I'm making tea. Tea is as enjoyable as any old school ceremony. I say that, I almost feel like I'm tapping into what older generations used to do. You know, they'd sit around, they'd make tea. They felt they needed healing in the body. And as I'm now learning, a lot of these older generations were using cannabis. They were making tea with cannabis. So that's wild. Hey! We've got Frank the Tank Griswold here on the show. And hi there as well. Already high. I got home 10 minutes early. I grabbed everything together. I was smoking a little bit, but I ran into the show. I wanted to really wait for the main smoke sesh. So I'm making some tea. I'm putting 2 tea bags in because I want it pretty strong. Let me see what we got. They used to sit around and smoke a peace pipe too. They did. They smoked a peace pipe. They made tea. Look, I told you in the last show, I got contacted from a friend, and he's like, my abuela, my grandmother, would in the morning make tea. And the most amazing thing about that is that she didn't smoke cannabis. She didn't even like the smell of it, but she loved what it did for her as part of the tea. And a lot of times they didn't know this. They didn't know that's what she was using, cannabis, in her tea. This is some Blue Zen Brew. Blue Zen Brew is what I'm doing right now. And I think what's going to be awesome, let me see. Oh, there we go. You found your tea stash, but you haven't added any green to it yet. Well, I haven't added green yet, so I just put the tea bags in. Now, I'm getting out my separate little heart tea steeper, and I'm going to fill it with raw cannabis. So I'm just breaking it up by hand a little bit, filling it into the little heart. And it's about enough here for at least like a small joint, maybe a smaller or bigger than small joint. So I'm breaking it up. I'm putting it into the tea steeper, about this much. It would be a joint this big is what I'm breaking up right now and putting into the tea steeper. And I'll show you as soon as I'm done with it. Welcome everybody to the show. Welcome, welcome. It's an exciting show. I was in Tampa today. Oh, I made it back in pretty good timing. I mean, I think I was here at least 20 minutes before the show, but I was running all over the place, and time flies. That's all I'm going to say. So look, this is how much I'm putting into my tea steeper. This right here. Okay. So that's how much goes into the tea steeper. I'm just going to close it. Boom. It's clicked. It's closed. My cannabis is inside this. And this is just going to go directly into the tea. Done. Now, that's going to stay for the duration of the tea drinking. I'll take the tea bags out after like 8 minutes. 8-9 minutes, I'll take out the tea bags, but I'll leave the cannabis in for the whole time I'm going to drink this. I've already put in a bunch of Golden Blossom unfiltered raw honey, and I'm just going to let it sit. Let it do its magic. And while it's sitting and doing its magic, you see Sophie's Tea, Grandma's Boy. Yeah, what a great movie. Grandma's Boy, excellent movie. I'm lazy and I have all the setup for adding flour. Just tired as hell. Tired. You saw what I just did. I opened up the thingy. I broke it up. Just closed it, dropped it inside. That's it. It is hot in this. It's got to be the light. This light is like radioactive. This could heat the entire house. This light, just this light. Anyways, tea is getting ready, and it's a little Blue Zen brew available. Oh, what was that? The music just kind of did a thing. All right, let's restart that. There we go. Don't know what happened there. Just my music freaked out. So hopefully we keep our connection long enough tonight to have a full show. Last show we cut out and I was like, I disappeared. We were talking about strange time shifts. And I think live during the show, we might have had a time shift. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Okay, so tonight we have a few doinks. I've got this lovely Pyromaniac. So this is Pyromaniac from Goldflower. And over here, I have, let me see, it's Elsie Maddox. Welcome to the show, it's Elsie Maddox. Let me see. How are you doing today? I am doing fire. How are you doing today? Welcome to Highly Motivated. This is the show for all communities. We are all welcome here. Everybody is. Wait. Frank now is telling us that I'm going to teabag everybody in about 9 minutes. Yes, Frank. Yes, I am. That's probably what's going to happen. There's going to be some teabagging happening. I know, you're ready for it. God, it's so hot in here all of a sudden. Okay. Let me see. Dun. Why are you not using an LED light for streaming? Like a ring light? I should. I had a ring light and it broke. It just fell apart. I've used it for like years. Great ring light. So it broke, so I couldn't use it anymore. And so now I'm using the light that I took from the 52 that I'm refurbing. Me and Andrew refurbing that thing. I see Scooby, like Scooby snacks. Delicious. Let me see. Excellent. So, okay. Now today I went and picked up the pre-roll because I had no flour. I got the gold flour. I was so excited. I was going to get myself look, they gave me even this cute little bag. You see this beautiful, dainty little gold flour bag. But I have no flour. Nothing really available. I had just one joint. So I'm like, okay, so I'll get this for the show. But then, this is a good backup. So this right here, by the way, is the roll-ups and double banana fuel. Look how beautiful that looks. Look, when you look at a pre-roll, you want something chunky. You look at a pre-roll, you want to see green, you want to see gorgeous, you want it to be fresh. This thing, not so tight. So I was going to just loosen it up a little bit as I turn it around. Okay. I'll give it a pre-lighting, and then I'll tell you what the THC and the terpenes are. Here we go. I'm just giving a little pre-lighting so that it burns. But very rarely have I ever had these burn wrong. I'd say 1 out of 25 might burn a little funny, but they fix themselves. So, roll-ups and double banana fuel. And just to let you know what we're dealing with here, can't see anything. Okay. That is so nice. That is powerful. That's halfway through, that's gonna be something. Okay, and this is a hand roll, a 1 gram hand roll machine. So it's not a cone. This is a cone, and this is a hand roll. So definitely a very big difference. This is like 1 gram, and this is 1 gram. But this is gonna burn better, it's gonna hit better. And that's why I love a hand roll. So what was I saying? This is the double banana fuel, 21.7% THC, and 2.9, is it? I think it says 2.9 on the terps. That is delicious. It is very terpy. Oh, it's so hot in here. It is very, very terpy. So I just want to take a quick moment while the tea's getting ready and we're getting ready here in the show. Christopher, welcome to the show. So I want to first send out all my prayers, my love and energy and effort out to the people in California. They're dealing with horrendous wildfires. They're dealing with what looks to be right now like a post-apocalyptic situation. Power's out, water mains are busting. You know, the heat of the fire is destroying power transmission, communications. So I just want to take that one quick moment and say that I'm sending out the most positive, enthusiastic to get things better energy. I wish I had better things to say or report, but right now they're dealing with just a nightmare in California. So last show, I said I wanted to talk about Robert Miller. Now, maybe before my internet dropped, I don't think that's what happened, though. We had like a glitch. I was glitched out in the last show. So this show, I want to talk about it. Now, we're going to talk tonight about dreams, about sleep. What happens to you when you fall asleep? Are you disconnecting from your body? Are you disconnecting from your physical form? And then as we reawaken, we're reconnecting with our bodies. And why the same body? If we're energy, why not float into another physical form? So, okay, God, it's so hot in this room right now. I need to get a fan. It's cold outside, but it's hot in here. Anyways, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. So this right here, again, is just a get together, micro topics. We're going to talk about everything under the sun. But again, I'm sending out positivity. I'm sending out kindness and whatever frequency of good energy to California. They're going to need it. They're going to need it because these fires are terrible. And I don't know what's going on over there. I think some people have gone crazy. But I've seen videos where people are throwing fuel into the streets, close to what, to help ignite it? To help burn down California? I don't know. So I hope the craziness stops. Okay, so tonight I'm having a little bit of tea and with cannabis. So I've got my cannabis in there. I've got my Blue Zen brew in there. I've got 2 bags. It's a big one. So I'm making a really big tea. And tonight we're going to talk dreams. We're going to talk sleep. We're going to talk quantum entangled energy, which is us. I've done crazy things like alpha state and you know, where you leave your body. So you have an experience where you float away and see your physical form. And as energy, your you know, out of body experience. Would that be a conscious dream? Would that be a dream where we are, wow. I'm burning this one crazy. What is going on? Told you 1 in 25 is going to burn crazy. It could be because I was playing with it beforehand. Okay. And tonight also, the other big topic, I want to talk a little bit about Robert Miller. So I keep saying his name. So who's Robert Miller? So we'll talk serious. Remember, we don't get too serious until we're an hour into the show. And I'm not comfortable in the show until like a good 20 minutes has gone by. I have to let it blend into me. But quickly, let me tell you who Robert Miller is. So he invented something called the quantum phase corrective lenses. Quantum phase corrective lenses. And he did this originally for his daughter, which had a specific disease of the eyes and she wasn't able to see properly. So they call this QPCL, and there are many associated events and conspiracies that surround Robert Miller, because this incredibly intelligent guy that came up with, something so futuristic that we might even be using some of this technology now, today. Well, he disappeared. That's why I say it's a little wild, because out of nowhere, with no enemies, and only the government knowing about his quantum corrective phase lenses, that means you can see through dimensions. That's what I'm getting to. These glasses allowed people to see through dimensions. So here we go. A little background about him. This actual guy. So any of these people that I ever talk about, and you're curious, look them up. There's a lot that we don't know about. And as community, we can learn about these things. Highly motivated. We're here to pump each other up. We're here to increase each other's knowledge of the weird and the strange, because the weird and the strange is life. It's part of everything. It's like all dreams are a form of wish fulfillment, of repressed wishes, or the representation of wish fulfillment. These repressed wishes are wants that have been denied and have become part of the unconscious mind. So we're going to talk about that, because everybody dreams, but not everybody remembers. I don't remember shit. I don't even know if I'm dreaming. So welcome to the Smoke Sesh. Here we go. Let's start talking about Robert Miller. And we'll just chit chat about him. I told you, I don't want to get too serious yet. He was a visionary quantum physicist and a specialized inventor. His specialization was optics, fiber optics, quantum optics. He was doing quantum before we even coined quantum. And the manipulation of light at a pre-understanding of a quantum level. So in his work, he was early quantum work. Keep in mind, we've when I say early quantum work, there was nobody creating anything on a quantum level. He was, and that's how smart and ahead this guy was, Robert Miller. So he's credited with pioneering the quantum phase corrective lenses, which aimed to fundamentally alter human perception and interaction with reality. That's why I said I think we're even using things like that now. Augmented reality, virtual reality. And in that, I think in augmented reality, with even a corrective phase lens, I don't know. That's too technical for me, too future seed in a way. But it definitely gets me excited and interested as to what's going on out there. This looks like a good tea. I think we're gonna have to start this tea. We're almost there. I just wanted it strong. I wanted a strong tea. Because there's ginger, oh shit, I almost knocked it off the table. Let me tell you what's in it. There's spearmint, ginger, ashwagandha, black tea, turmeric, pepper, and butterfly pea. That's pretty cool shit right there. And a lot of honey. A lot of honey. So. I don't know what's my problem today. I'm talky and I'm letting my joint go out, or the joint just keeps going out. It might be very fresh. I don't know. I'm powering through this 1 grammer. I love it. This is so tasty. Okay, so the goal of his invention was adjusted. So the people who wore the glasses, their perception would be adjusted by realigning quantum phase distortions in light waves. See how deep this is? So again, purportedly adjusted the wearer's perception by realigning quantum phase distortions in light waves. What we see right, and I hate to get weird like that right off the bat, but what you see is not what you see. What you see is not reality. Reality is something so much stranger and darker and more biological, more fluid, and not so pretty. Life is really not as pretty as what you see. What you see is an altered perception, an altered reality. And by seeing this altered reality right now, you're seeing what you want to see. You're seeing what the collective, the billions, the 8.9 billion physical souls that we are right now on Earth. 8.9 billion. That's a lot. 8.9 billion. We are quantumly working together in an entanglement to see the reality that we currently live in. But it's not the truth of what's really happening. And that is even wilder. And to even think about it gives me the creeps a little bit. So these lenses claim to unveil hidden dimensions. They would allow users to perceive alternate realities or see quantum energy fields or through quantum dimension. it would adjust and let you see life as it really was, or as you could understand it or perceive it to be. Because I feel as though we are something so tiny inside of even something larger and something larger. Okay, gets wild. So the quantum phase corrective lenses, their functionality was its claim to harmonize light frequencies with the user's consciousness, enhancing perception of the quantum world. I told you, I don't like to get deep. I don't like to get deep until like we're an hour into the show, but I didn't talk about this. I wanted to on the last show. But on the last show, we had so many good topics, so much going on that, you know, I figured Robert Miller required the beginning of our show just to pick up where we left off. And at the same time, look, welcome to the Friday Smoke Sesh, the Friday Talkie. Boom, here we go. So the test subjects, and I'm going to say test subjects lightly because his daughter was one of the test subjects, but she is not being included in these reports. Liz, welcome to the show. Nick, we got Liz, we got Chris, we got Frank. Look at this, we're on fire. Let me see, wait, where am I going? Rocking the glasses again. These are the new glasses. These are something fresh and new. They're the same glasses, but they're not. They're black instead of gunmetal. They are two-tone blue and rose, like a rose and a blue. And the other glasses, I think, were like a rose or gold and a brown. And they're somewhere. I don't know where I put them. But these are the new ones. I don't know if did I mention them? I probably did. But they came in such a fancy box. I think I showed that the other day. Okay, so the users, the test subjects, reported seeing structures and patterns invisible to the naked eye, such as energy flows, auras, alternate timelines, ghosts, shadows, alternate timelines. These glasses did something different for so many different users. And when I said I don't include his daughter in the users or the test subjects, so his daughter ended up going crazy. At first, everything was perfectly fine, and her vision was like perfect. But then those lenses started to adjust what she should really be seeing. And what she reported was, and that's what I'm saying, that's what scares me. She reported that we are but amoebas, like just bacteria, or not bacteria, we're floating in this sea of whatever it is. And that's what we are. We are two-dimensional brains just floating, but hairy and amoeba looking. And she drew pictures, and she couldn't, even taking the glasses off, she could not unsee what she had already seen. So the glasses that were designed originally for his daughter were much deeper, much crazier. So there was an incident, and let's talk about the incident. The incident with these glasses. So a test subject of Dr. Miller reportedly experienced a catastrophic incident while using the lenses. Accounts suggest sudden disorientation, disappearance, and severe neurological damage afterwards. I think that's wild. I said disappearance. With the glasses on, he reported that he felt as though he disappeared out of the room, out of existence almost, and did not blink back until he started taking the glasses off. Holy shit. So what are these glasses capable of? Now, I will probably never get to know because I'm sure the government has them, much like they have all of Tesla's documents, suppressing free energy and free communication throughout the world. Okay, I just thought that in. So also, so when I said he disappeared, and as he came back, of course, he was dealing with severe neurological damage. And these reports were done directly by Dr. Miller. These reports were given to him by the patient. You know, this is okay. Now, there's witness accounts, witnesses. So they claim the individual entered a phased state. Witnesses watching these test subjects. He entered a phased state, existing partially in this dimension and partially what seemed to be in another. Wow. 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 That's like, it's so creepy to think that there's technology like that so long ago, back in, excuse me, I want to say this is in the early 80s, maybe even early, yeah, around the 80s, I want to say. So others described vivid hallucinations or permanent perceptual shifts in reality. So they permanently were able to see things. Once taking the glasses off, it corrected their own eyes to see life or light as it should actually be seen. So they had permanent damage, or they called it damage, but they were driving themselves crazy because of what they were actually seeing. And so they did drawings, they did reports, and so look into it. Robert Miller, look into the drawings of the patients, the history, the stories, the memoirs. It is wild to think things like this have been going on, and we never know. We never know because it's suppressed, and it only gets out to us if a government employee leaks it or somebody, you know, an outside government entity. So you're not directly a government employee, but you're working like for a company that works for the government. Well, one of these people will bring this stuff out. Okay. By the way, this right here, I want to let you know, this is what they would classify as a hybrid leaning sativa. And again, I don't like to classify plants as sativa indica hybrid. But this is roll-ups. Roll-ups would be more clear of mind, energy, upper body energy. And then the double banana fuel, that can kind of be a little indica, so a little more of a muscle relaxant. So what I've been feeling throughout this smoke, my muscles are just super relaxed, but racy mind. And it's hard to pinpoint down on one thing because it's just got me all over the place. Euphorically all over the place. That's a great 1 gram. Haven't even made it to the bottom of it, and I already feel pretty totally Oakley. Let me see. Rocking the glasses, thank you. I have a teledoc and a few, but I'll be back. Well, awesome. Where is this live at? Well, this is live on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the Twitch, and on LinkedIn. So we're live on multiple platforms. So, you know, welcome to the show. Steve, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. This is no expectations, no topics, but we're going to talk about everything. And right now we're talking a little bit of Robert Miller, a guy who invented a pair of glasses that were revolutionary, quantum phase corrective lenses. And so these quantum phase corrective lenses, insane to think what they were actually capable of. And this is not what his original intention was, but his use of quantum technology or the understanding of quantum refractive lenses. Okay, so here are the theories. So there is government suppression going on, speculation that his work attracted the attention of intelligence agencies, allegations that the technology was seized, classified, or adapted for military purposes. He disappeared suddenly, or they say he went into reclusion. But it's attributed to pressure from powerful entities like the government. So there was an accident they call the dimensional shift accident. So some theorize that the glasses caused the user to slip into another dimension or alternate timeline. Now, the incident was an unintentional consequence of tapping into a higher dimensional physics, much like the Philadelphia Project never intended to travel through a quantum shift, but it did. Instead, all they were trying to do was use stealth technology, but it did something else. Same with these quantum shift glasses. So they're saying these lenses overloaded the brain's ability to process quantum information. We are already a quantum computer, and these glasses were tapping into the quantum that is us. We are that quantumly entangled universe of our own, ourselves, and we are entangling ourselves with your universes or your perception. Okay, so these glasses revealed hidden truths about the fabric of reality that some groups deem dangerous for public knowledge. And that right there was a statement made by the government after his disappearance. What a strange statement to make after the disappearance of this specific doctor. And remember, we spoke about it in a separate show about the aliens, the disclosure from the Israeli Brigadier General. And he said one of the things that the Israelis want, that the aliens want, is they want to understand more about the fabric of space and time. And these glasses are dealing directly with the fabric of space and time, or our view, our vision. Remember, light changes, we change. It's all through perception. Okay. Wow. There's so much going on here. I told you I wanted to say, I'm glad we had a little bit of time to talk about Robert Miller. And if you're ever interested in the topics we bring up, there's going to be a lot of topics. Tonight, we have a big one we're going to get to. The serious shit's right around the corner. We're talking sleep. We're talking dreams. We're talking manifestation, creation, reality. We're talking our energy actually partially leaving our meat bodies as we go into this dream state, as we fall into a deep dream. We're getting there. But welcome everybody to the show. If you're new here, this show is what it is. We smoke, we talk, we're here together as a community. If you have an endocannabinoid system, you're welcome. You're here. And by the way, you all have an endocannabinoid system. If you don't, then you're an alien. And please message into the show. I'd like to smoke with an alien. This show is international. So we have people that pick up my family and their friends that pick me up in England. We have family and friends in Israel picking us up, in Poland. That's awesome. And all over the United States. So this show is soon to be intergalactic. If the space station would just get back to me and be like, look, we're online. Like, they don't have to smoke or eat anything or drink any can. Oh shit, I never took it out. I feel terrible. Right, okay. I have tea over here. Just thought about it. I'm making tea. Let me just take this out. Okay. Let me get my cannabis back in there. Oh, the tea is all tied into it. What's going on over here? Okay. Put that back in. Okay. Wow. I've been steeping my tea for a very long time. I hope it's not too strong. It probably is. It's probably incredibly strong. Okay. So let me see. How are you doing, brother? Showing you some support. Well, thank you very much, SharkBite 2000. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. Let me see. And SharkBite's coming to us from YouTube. We got Frank the Tank that's coming to us from YouTube as well. Wherever you're coming to me, thank you for joining us on any channel, on every channel. On Twitch, we've got a few people coming as well. Thank you. Steve's coming from LinkedIn. LinkedIn's fantastic. LinkedIn's been very open to the cannabis community. And that's why I love the podcast going to LinkedIn, because this is not your regular, it's not your regular, hey, information. Not just information, it's energy. It's community. It's all of us just getting together. And we need that. That's where ideas come from. That's where good kindness comes from. Because authentically, we all want nothing from each other. Sade, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Welcome. See, that's what's great about this. You can come in at any time. Highly Motivated is here to highly motivate the community as a whole. so that we bring kindness to the world around us from wherever we are. And that helps to change the world. All right, let me do a quick sip of some of this tea. And let me get back to some of this. Let me finish off some Robert Miller. Oh, that is good. Okay, that's good tea. Let me just move this out of the way. I'm making a mess. I'm like all sticky. I must have grabbed something on the cup that's like pure honey. But anyways, okay, here we go. Let's finish off Robert Miller. So what I just want to quickly kind of end with glasses like this, like technology, would this bridge the gap between science and mysticism, enabling humanity to kind of understand the quantum realm better? So these glasses could bring us closer to seeing our own essence of what we actually are. Maybe through doing that, we are able to manifest and create better, understanding ourselves. Or are we not ready for the reality to actually see what we really are? And what we are is exactly what we see here, without the mask, without the act, just the authentic us. Okay, I mean, does human consciousness shape reality? And could tools like these glasses by Dr. Robert Miller allow us to see and manipulate that connection? So like I was saying, I mean, are we ready? Can we evolve enough as a species, as humans, to understand that we can manipulate reality? We can change our present, our now. And there is no future, but there's a lot of possible realities, and we want to change all those possible realities to be in our yin or yang, whichever one your preference lies. Now, if these glasses worked, what kind of implications arise from unveiling those interactions with hidden dimensions, hidden existence? Can we open ourselves and be open enough to understand that life is a multiverse? Life is much deeper than you'd ever understand it to be. So, wait, was this? Yes, the glasses definitely work. Nick, do you know about these glasses? Are you into these glasses? Can you see into alternate dimensions? Nick, I think we all want to know. Sometimes we think Nick can see into alternate dimensions. I think Nick comes from the future or from the past, but he's here in the now. Let me see what Nick says. Hold on. Nick teaches us things occasionally. We learn from each other on this show. All of us do. So the Urim and Thummim were a device used by the high priest of Israel to receive revelation from God. The term comes from Hebrew and translates to lights and perfection or truth. So lights would be chashmal, Urim, fire? No, wait. Urim and Thummim. Urim and Thummim were devices. Interesting. Truth, peace, perfection. I don't know the word in Hebrew for perfection. In truth, I don't think I know that word either. Mashu nachon, that's right. And two pieces of glass. Like glasses. That's interesting. So that they were able to see through a dimension to be able to what? Talk to God? That's very interesting. So these glasses that Robert Miller invented, we only have personal accounts from the test subjects that these things were actually real. But since then, they've gone missing. Since he has gone missing, so have the glasses. So definitely look into the theories of Robert Miller. Okay, there we go. We got Robert Miller out of the way. Not that I'm minimizing him and saying he needs to be out of the way. No. But the government said that. The government got rid of him. Wow, that's a strong tea. I wanted strong. I wanted powerful. I had a long day today. I was driving in Tampa. I left early morning. I got there. I saw so many doctors. I went to so many smoke shops, 2 big community centers, and I'm exhausted. I mean, at least a good 17 stops today. Before I gave up, I just couldn't do it anymore. My truck was giving up. So I'm like, I hope I make it home. It's giving issues. So I made it home. The truck is here. Tomorrow morning, I go to a mechanic. That's it. Tomorrow morning, I have somebody fiddle-faddle with it, and I hope they fiddle-faddle it in the right way. Okay. But yeah, busy day, crazy day. So the tea was like so important to me because that's all I was thinking about. I'm like, I want tea with my cannabis in it. And I put cannabis in this tea, and I'm drinking it, and it is delicious. By doing it as tea, I always like to quickly mention, it is and with honey, you need honey, not sugar. Honey acts as a fat medium. Even though it's not a fat, it's acting as a temporary medium that brings the THC, CBDA, and hopefully, if you don't do it too hot of a tea and do it under 230 degrees, you're going to get a large availability of CBGA. Wow! Wow, look at this. This is amazing. You do it with that honey. You do it low enough heat. You're getting CBGA out of the plant. We never get CBGA out of her. Why? Because we're burning it and immediately decarboxylating. Don't put it in the oven. People say, put the cannabis in the oven first. No. Because then you'll never get that CBGA. You're going to burn her right away. Doing it as a tea, it's a partial decarboxylation. Not a full decarbox, partial. In that partial, you are getting those full, raw, beautiful, original, acidic cannabinoids. And they do beauties for the stomach. Beauties. It does beautiful things for the stomach, for the gut flora. That gut flora controls everything in your body. Your mood, your outlook, your energy. It's all happening here. It controls how you process food. I used to eat raw cannabis, but it used to bother me a little bit. My stomach, it's a lot to process once it gets in there. So making tea is really the only way I can do it. And let me see. Be right back. More input. Need more input, Stephanie. Let me see. I'm back. What did I miss? Ugh, be right back. And then need more input. What truck do I drive? I drive a 2005 Toyota Tundra. I love it. It's simple. It's nothing special, but it's everything special. Because I don't like fancy shit. I mean, I do. I used to love, like I do, and I still do. There's still vehicles that I see that I'm like, oh my gosh. But where I live up here in North Florida, you don't get to see vehicles like that. You don't see fancy shit. So you don't really want it. You don't think about it. And then I drive down to Miami and I'll see the fanciest of vehicles. And that's all you want all of a sudden. And you're like, but why? If I can't fit hay in the back of the truck or in the back of a vehicle, I don't want it. It's no good. If you can't fit hay, then what are you going to do with it? Having a truck has taught me so much. I've learned so much love for a truck. Even, because you can carry things and you can do so much more. You can camp, you can adventure and trail, depending on your truck. Not mine. Mine's a little rough right now. With all the driving I do, I have I think on one side, it's the tires going in like this. I told you it's bad. I've made it home. I'm like so happy. Like the front right tire is like in like this. And then my left front tire is making a funky noise. Every time I hit the gas, you hear like a bump, bump, bump. I'm like, oh, that's not good. And that's what I say every time I heard it today. And so coming back from Tampa, 2-hour drive, I hit the gas. I was like, bump, bump, bump. I'm like, oh, bump, bump, bump. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of that now. I should ignore it until I get home. Or let me get at least as close as I can to the house. So that's what the whole truck thing was today. It was psychotic. Okay. I missed my 15 Kia Optima. Let me tell you what, that's a good car. If it ran good for you and it was something you were comfortable with and you enjoy, amazing. Look, I got this truck on a trade. I had actually bought myself, I've always wanted a Mitsubishi Spider convertible. That's what I wanted. I wanted a Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider convertible. I dreamed about this car. And so I saw it on Facebook Marketplace for so cheap. I mean, the guy wanted like nothing. So I ran over there and I found out why he wanted it for nothing. There was a few things that were just wonky and had to be completely redone. And the guy I'm taking my vehicle to tomorrow, Robert, great guy. Robert, if you ever hear this, you're an awesome mechanic. I trusted you so much. So he saved me with this Mitsubishi Eclipse, literally rewiring the entire car, rerouting shit everywhere, and it ran amazing. It had its own issues, but it ran amazing. And so, and it was convertible. So it was just the coolest ride. Coolest. You drop that top, I've never felt better about a vehicle. But I needed to be more practical. And I couldn't fit a tent because I do a lot of events and I have a large tent. I'm pointing at it right there. It's right over there. I have a large tent. And that large tent doesn't fit in a convertible. Or it does. It's sticking out the side. It was crazy. And you can't get in and out. I was messing up the car. Anyways, so I traded it for the truck. And I love it. I had a truck before that. Loved my truck. Always loved trucks. Trucks are very useful. Okay. You were in Tampa and didn't hit. Look, when I'm in a territory, I am like nonstop. You know, I did 17 stops today, and I think not one of them were longer than like 5 minutes. You know, you come in, you're like, good, hey, fantastic. You update everybody. High five. Da, 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 good to see you. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. And I go running. So I apologize. But whenever I'm on the road, I'm like nonstop. I was in Ocala yesterday. I had the same problem with my tire. I needed alignment. You know something? It might be more than a bit of an alignment for me at this point. I think right now, I might need more than an alignment, but it's a workhorse. I love my Toyota Tundra. My Toyota will go through anything. And that's what it's done. I mean, I put so many miles on it. Great. I mean, as long as you change the oil, poke it a couple times, see why it's leaking. I poke the truck, I'm like, why are you leaking? I poke it. Why? Stop with the leakage. Terrible. Okay. So, Robert Miller, let's just quickly end it with unanswered questions. Where is the guy now? Is he dead? Is he being recluse? You know, is his disappearance intentional? Was it enforced? Where are these prototype glasses now? Were they destroyed, suppressed, or are they still in use by private groups or governments? Did these glasses actually expose humans to knowledge or dimensions that were not equipped mentally to handle? Mentally to understand that that's where we are, or who we are, or what we are. It's good. Okay, and could the technology resurface in the future, revolutionizing science and human perception? I say yes. I say it's possibly maybe being fed to us slowly. Maybe it was altered to be even future tech, future augmented reality. Okay, so let's get out of this topic. I wanted to finish that, and I want to kind of jump to what happens when we sleep. I mean, I know that's a simple one, but sleep is such a fascinating phenomenon, and it's where our physical body remains at rest. So I like to tell people that we are energy, and as energy, we cannot be created, nor can we be destroyed. As energy, we have been here since the beginning, and as energy, we choose to have a physical form. So understanding those things right there, we choose to have a physical form. Let me just check on our timing here. Last time the computer almost died. We had like no power. It's like the power zapped it out of nowhere. And this was last episode. We were talking about time shifts and energy and different things like that. And we just had a weird drain on the phone, on the computer. It was wild. So I'm just watching things, making sure we're A-okay. Okay. So I mean, that's why I look at sleep as such a very interesting thing, because we being energy, we are inhabiting a physical embodiment of what we envision a physical human nature should be, to experience emotion and anything, to experience life, to experience the happiness and the joys and the ills. So I think when we're engaging in a different state of reality, which I think is sleep, the body remains at rest, but our consciousness seems to engage in a whole different realm. So entering into another dimension, would that be too far-fetched? Would it be too far-fetched to say we go to sleep, like we actually fall asleep, or, you know, very quickly do we phase into another type of dimension? Some people believe that during sleep, particularly during the REM, the REM, rapid eye movement, phases our consciousness, detaches and explores. Our consciousness becomes like out-of-body experience, and it detaches and explores other dimensions or realms of existence. Dreams, kind of in this view, could be glimpses of alternate realities or parallel timelines of your own reality. So it's not somebody else's reality that you're seeing, but you're seeing somebody else's, but in a parallel. You're seeing your reality in a parallel within this dream state. It could be a glimpse into another you. But if you are manifesting that as your life, like as you go to sleep, and we'll talk about this, do you influence your physical now dreams with your manifestations? Is that the realm that we are we like almost touching into another dimensional space and pulling energy from that, like pulling a reality from another multi-reality to create it as our own? Let me see. It's dangerous when you're showing steel belt. Oh, on the tire. Yeah, no, when you see steel, Nick, if you see steel coming out of your tire, that's bad. That's when you know you need at least maybe more than an alignment. It could be a tie rod, a tire rod, a tie rod. I'm gonna go with tie rod. That's what I think I heard once. So when you go to sleep, and I don't necessarily think it's a dream all the time, but they say everybody dreams. Everybody dreams, not everybody remembers. So more out-of-body experience, astral projection. In spiritual or esoteric traditions, sleep is seen as a time when the spirit or astral body leaves the physical body to explore the astral plane. This experience is linked to lucid dreaming or vivid dream states. And we are on, and that, so ancient traditions talk about dreaming as exactly what we're talking about here, leaving your body to some other dimensional state. So when we go to sleep, we leave the body. I remember when I was in this program in Colorado, many moons ago, Gunnison, Colorado, is where this went on. And we went into what's called alpha state. And they kept saying, don't go too far from your body. Don't detach, from a physical rope that you put to yourself. Don't detach. Don't go too far as to where that rope could possibly break. And I remember them saying this. So is that because the brain has to reconnect to that physical body? Or we can lose that energy, somewhere? We can, because remember, the brain itself is part of that physical body. The energy is what's inhabiting this vehicle of physicality. All right, I've let this go out and go out and go out. So I'll just light the next one. Cool. So the one I was just smoking was Roll-Ups Double Banana Fuel, and this one is Pyromaniac, also from Goldflower. I've been really enjoying all their stuff. Okay, brain reconnection. From a scientific perspective, sleep allows the brain to process, reorganize, and store information from the day. But our day or another day or someone else's day or a multi-dimensional day from somebody else. Okay. Now, some people suggest that this mental reorganization might give the sensation of leaving the physical self as we transition into dreams or deeper states of unconsciousness. But unconsciousness is like a physical death. The more unconscious that we are, the more detached we are from the physical state. So Carl Jung, his theory suggests that when we dream, we tap into a universal consciousness shared by all humans. This could feel like entering another phase where symbols and archetypes connect. They connect us to a greater collective experience. Look, it's not even an hour into the show and we're already getting deep. But that's what it's all about. It's all about deep. It's all about, let's get in touch with ourselves, our inner selves, our authentic selves. Let's try to understand the why, the when, the where. That's what's going on. Sleep and dreams have always mystified me. And it's one of the most important things in healing the physical body. So the physical self is controlled by the dream state, by the unconscious. So this computer needs downtime. You can't overwork the quantum chip. Pyromaniac, not bad. Not bad. And I even have, I think it's a Top Gun, I don't know. Hiding in my gold flower bag, I have a live rosin, which, very exciting. Look, their rosin, their carts, this is a 510 live rosin cart. Their carts are probably, top 3 in Florida. And I would put their carts against some of the snazziest shit I smoked in Colorado. So, and I mean, there was some snazzy shit I smoked, some very beautiful rosins. This hits me harder every time. Tonight, wait, we might pull back out the Orin Plus. Okay, let's keep going. So, I think there's a philosophical view that sleep offers us a space where time and physical boundaries dissolve. Dreams often ignore time's rules because time and space is a construct. So in the dream state, there is no time. And reflecting a shift into a dimension where time and space don't exist. So in a dream state, time and space don't exist. That's why manifestation works. That's why right then, if you can understand how that relationship works, you understand how powerful you are. You understand how powerful your beliefs are. Not your needs, not your wants. It's the things that you believe. And you have to already see it and believe it as though it's true. And that's hard to do in a conscious state. So in the unconscious, in the subconscious, as you're going into the unconscious, you're in that subconscious, you are influencing the unconscious. It's deep. It's deep shit. Super deep. Okay. So dreams ignore the rules of time and space. Amazing. So I think sleep being a temporary disconnect from the physical. It's an energetic renewal. I mean, we charge. If we don't sleep, we don't charge. If we don't sleep, there's something missing. And we are off kilter, off base. That's good tea. That's a good tea. I made that double strong. I left it in there for a while. That is a really flavorful wild tea. I needed that. I needed a lot of flavor. I needed a lot of wild. It was a hard day. It was a lot of driving today. A lot of people I saw. I mean, it's 2 hours in, 2 hours out, but a lot of stops along that route, and some very beneficial stops today. Faces I haven't seen in forever. So, very awesome. So, many spiritual traditions, they believe that during sleep or soul or consciousness, during sleep, our soul or our consciousness, I mean, whatever you want to call it, it temporarily separates from the physical body. And it does this to recharge energetically. This could explain why we feel rested after sleep, not just physically, but emotionally or spiritually as well. Sleep brings us so much. I think sleep, but why? And where are we going? I mean, that's a big question, because we are going somewhere dimensionally, energetically, because we're not in the body. If we were still in the body, we'd be tossing and turning, we're fidgeting. And sometimes we are like that if we're not in that deep dream. But for much of our sleep, we don't toss and turn. We just lay perfectly still. Now, I don't. I'm all over the place. No, I pick a spot, I'm in it for like hours, done, boom. Astral projection, that's a big one. I think and there's a lot of people, big enthusiasts, that they often talk about a silver cord. They talk about a cord that connects your body to your soul. And it connects the physical body to the astral body, the more astral body. This connection ensures that we always return to our physical person upon waking. Now, is this cord a tether to our earthly existence? If we disconnect this cord, this tether, can we morph? Can we morph into another form? Can we, take on another physical body? That's deep. It's deep, because is that tether keeping us to our physical a meat shell? I don't know why I'm calling it that. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's definitely something that keeps us grounded and centered and keeps us part of a larger, I don't know, maybe keeps us part of us. I don't know. It's so many questions. I just want to know what the fuck happens when I sleep. That's all I want to know. By the way, if you're just joining us, I'm rambling about many different things, about sleep, about different dimensions, time travel. I haven't even said it yet today. Wait, did I? I might have. I did mention aliens. So every show, I'm going to throw in a little bit of aliens. And by the way, if you have any cannabis questions or interactions with tea, or want to know about the different cannabinoids and how they can help your body in combination, or whatever, that's what we're here for as well. This is a smoke sesh. This is a learning event. It's whatever you want to make it to be. Oh, look at that. I'm excited for the phenotype drop. The Ricky Williams pheno hunt. So quickly about that. And then I'll get to something kind of deep, because we're an hour in. We're an hour in, so I can get a little deep. A little deep. Goldflower, a provider in Florida, a medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. That's where we're broadcasting from. They have a pheno hunt. So they're dropping their pheno hunt, different selections, and which one's going to be the best one. And so the customers are going to have the opportunity, if they pick up this Ricky Williams Heisman 34 pheno hunt, they get to select which one that's going to be done on the big run. Which one's going to be done on the big run. So that's going to be dropping, like today, tomorrow. I need a stomach calming tea. My kid gave me whatever stomach bug. Oh, and it's going around. There are so many different viruses. I said it, I think, on the last show, but maybe I cut out. Wear masks. Wear a mask. Be prepared in public. I am out in public a lot. I deal with a lot of offices, a lot of doctors, and I think I should start wearing a mask. I bought some, but I'm not happy. They're too fancy. They're too steampunkish. I mean, they have little respirators on them, and you change out the cushioning on the inside. It's just a lot going on. I don't know if I could comfortably sit with that on my face all day. But be prepared. Don't get too close to people. If somebody's coughing, go the opposite direction. If they're coughing and sneezing, don't get close to them. Go over here. Go to the opposite direction. But yeah, there's a lot of bugs going on around right now. And it makes me very nervous because it's not even COVID anymore. It's a multiple mutation that has dwarfed and bloomed into a multitude of different subsects of virus and flu and influenza. Whooping cough. I thought whooping cough was eradicated. There are cases in Florida right now of whooping cough. So this is a problem on a much larger scale. Larger to even think that we have mutated viruses that are current medication resistant. Oh, excuse me. And that was where you heard that. You heard the music kind of do a weird, don't even know what that was. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. Here we go. Let's pick it up. Okay, here we go. Good. A little more. I don't know what it is. My kid's school doesn't enforce any type of stay-home sick policy. Wow. See, my kids have been homeschooled. And the reason they're homeschooled is because we're not bringing those sicknesses home. We are not going to get affected and spread community sicknesses. We will get the flu shots, the once in a blue moon. I haven't done the COVID. We went for a second up. I did the first COVID. I wasn't happy that I did it. Because I'm a heavy cannabis user, and this is going to fight COVID. We're going to do a show on this, just on cannabis and COVID. I don't know when, but I've written some great articles on cannabis and COVID. There needs to be more understanding how cannabis can help with many different flu, bird flu, influenzas, bird flu, different illnesses that are resistant to our current medications. Maybe cannabis can help. Cannabis helped when it came to COVID. So I'm quite sure there's many other diseases that cannabis can play a very important role in. Okay, let me just get a hair dark. Is sleep. Okay, let's go back to sleep. I'm still on sleep. I'm still there. If sleep involves disconnecting from the body, is it a practice for the ultimate disconnection? Death. I hate talking about death. It's not a topic that I ever really bring up because I don't believe in the eternal death. I believe in a physical death, but not the energy that inhabits the body. I mean, some argue that death is simply a deeper form of astral projection, where the cord is permanently severed and you're able to travel through the astral plane. But I really feel that we have made a choice to be part of this physical form. And in that, we can be a part of it once again. I think we have a choice as we come back to this realm that we've created, or if we've gathered enough information and we've ascended enough that we don't have to come back to our physical form. That's deep. That was a deep one. Okay, let's move on. So where do we go when we sleep? So parallel dimensions. Could our dreams be portals to other versions of ourselves or parallel worlds? So like in this theory, our consciousness floats away. We go to sleep and our consciousness floats away out of our body to explore other layers of existence, kind of taking in, like gaining insights, or healing from interactions. Like say within our current reality, we are hurt emotionally about something. Well, within our dream state or our dream interaction into another dimension, maybe we're finding the answers we seek. Maybe we're finding the connection and the understanding that we seek, which can heal the heart and heal the mind. Higher planes of consciousness. I mean, there's a lot of traditions that suggest we ascend to a higher spiritual plane during sleep, connecting with universal truths, guides, signs, or even our own higher self. You know how they say, talk to yourself, listen to yourself, believe in yourself. Why do they say believe in yourself? Maybe you were smarter than you think. Maybe you have more knowledge. Maybe you have more knowledge deep within you. And that's what meditation helps with. Not talking to another realm, you're talking to yourself. You're talking to your own inner self, your own inner being of existence, of authenticity, of whatever you want to flip and call it, your inner consciousness. There are answers there that we may not need to seek out. Sometimes another opinion can be your own. If you are open enough to yourself and you can hear multiple, sides of a conversation from yourself. I mean, just don't talk out loud. That might be a little much. That's good. Something, I kind of want to drink it cold and to see how it tastes cold. I bet this tea would taste delicious cold. Like delicious. Okay. Like an iced tea. Okay. That would be a delicious iced tea. That would be refreshing. Juniper. I don't know what's in there right now. That just tastes great. I don't think there's any juniper. That'd be interesting. Reconnecting to the body every morning. Is there because look, we dream, and our dreams are messages from these different realms. Like I said, maybe we go to sleep and our other realms are delivering understanding so that we can decode it within our waking life. Those are maybe the dreams we remember, but we are reconnecting. So the process of waking up could be seen as a reconnection ritual where the consciousness realigns with the physical body. Could this ritual explain the grogginess that we feel sometimes? A delay in the full alignment of mind, body, and soul. Maybe the mind, body, soul connection isn't perfectly aligned, and that's why we're groggy. We're just off, and there's no explanation for it. We're just, what is that? And we blame it on the way we slept. You were sleeping. It was just, that was it, the way we slept. So why do we come back to the same body? So if we are leaving in an energetic way, I mean, are we actually attached by this silver cord, this metaphysical silver cord? Or if we are not, but we feel a connection to our physical realm, our physical self, is that why we come back? I mean, if we energetically leave, why do we return to the same body? I mean, perhaps it's tied to our unique purpose. Maybe our current incarnation pulls us back to a physical form always. I mean, I think we return to the same essence of understanding, but never as the same thing. There's a lot, I think there's practices we can do for greater realities. I talk about manifestation, astral projection, even alpha states, which is something that I learned many moons ago as a kid. And in that state of leaving my consciousness, or expanding and exploring with my consciousness and not my physical realm. I think doing that as a kid opened up my mind to understanding more, opened up my understanding of the world before me. It wasn't on purpose. I was sent there because I was a bad kid. At least that's what I thought. But now, going back, it wasn't. This was a government program, I think. My little conspiracy. But the lady that was there, and there was like 300 of us in an auditorium. Like 300, maybe 250, I don't know. My perception of people is rough. But all kids of like, you know, junior high to high school age. And all of us were being put into this alpha state. And we did these events while staying at this place in Gunnison, Colorado. We did this. We would meet in the auditorium, and I think we did this like nightly. We would quickly at the end of the night be like, okay, everybody come on into the auditorium. Everybody lay down, find your spot. Let's go ahead and start disconnecting ourselves from our start with your feet and work yourself all the way back up to your head, where you should be now ready to transfer your body or your energy out of your body. Can you feel yourself lifting? I mean, we go through a whole series to lose, you know, to disconnect as we go. And as a kid, and this person's going around taking notes, talking to people, and I don't even remember half of the reasons or the questions, or I don't hardly remember things. It's wild, the things that I do. But I remember this was at like a college in Gunnison, Colorado, or Gunnison, Colorado. Gunnison. We had to take a propeller plane to get in there. And it was snowing. It was fucking cold. So cold. Yeah. I remember bits and pieces. I remember staying, you know, in a dormitory with somebody else, and he was all into skincare. That's all I can remember. Super into skincare. He was European and very, very into the skin being very nice. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. He could have been an alien. Listen, I am now thinking back. All right, this is gonna have to be a show. I'm thinking back right now, and this wasn't a summer school. This place I went to wasn't a... Holy shit. This might have been like a government program to interact with... That I've smoked with aliens. I said I wanted to smoke with aliens. Well, me and this kid, we smoked. We got high. No, we didn't. We smoked cigarettes together. Because this is when I was still smoking. We had to sneak out of the dorm to go smoke cigarettes. And we would go smoke, and he was just super weird about it, and I guess so was I. But we didn't get high, so I didn't get high with an alien. Damn it. I've smoked with an alien, I think. But I didn't get high with the alien. Welcome, everybody. Highly motivated. Friday night smoke sesh. And of course, I'm going to mention weird shit that happened to me. So I think astral projection may be more than exploration. It could be a training to navigate realms that exist permanently after death. So, I mean, maybe you're practicing to get into that realm of death, but death is that physical death, not the energy death. Boy, I really hope not the energy death. I think during these experiences, you should have an intent that could influence where you go and what you want to see. So if you're in astral projection or alpha state and you're leaving your body, things like this, you should have an energy towards control. You know, you want to see what you want to see. You want to do what you want to do. You know, put it in your mind and visualize and believe. So intention is big. And this might even hint at consciousness even after a physical death. Vibrational states. So I think before leaving the body, many people report feeling vibrations. And this could be the energetic calibration that our bodies need that to leave a body. Like we need it. That's why coming back in, we feel groggy. Leaving, there's like a vibration or a hum that buzzes everything. Maybe this suggests that everything, including sleep, is fundamentally tied to energy and frequency. These are just questions that I really put out there, things that I think about that are these possibilities? Could they be possibilities? There's so many to think about when it comes to our energy shifting. And with all these different things that it buzzes, it vibrates as we go into an astral realm or an alpha realm. And I felt a hum. I saw the belief of what I was doing, and then all of a sudden I felt it and became it. So when I did it, I remember moments. I remember going into town, never even being in this fucking town, but I found like things like carved, and I couldn't read what they are, but I could see the carvings, and it was on a mailbox lower, like right by the mail post, so it shouldn't have been drawn on. I mean, it's right there at their view. I went into town the next day with the group. They took us to the town because we had done an exercise where we had to visualize certain things in town, and we gave colors, we gave locations where it was sitting, and of course any town could be set up this way. Went to town and found things that I saw. To me, it was very convincing, which helped further projects that we were doing in this class with these people. I was there for felt like 2 weeks. So is sleep the integration or evolution? I mean, are we downloading something when we go to sleep? Wisdom from a parallel universe? If sleep feels like a download, perhaps it's time when our consciousness integrates the lessons and the emotional experiences from our day with the day of the, I want to say the Akashic record. I want to say we are evolving the soul of the multidimensional being. The multidimensional being is here and now in its many different forms. This multidimensional being is living life a million trillion different ways in its own holographic projections. And all of them are experiencing its life individually, creatively, willfully, with their own path that's not been written. And all of those experiences are coming back to me when I sleep. I don't feel that smart when I get up in the morning. I don't feel like a lot's been going on. I don't know. I mean, could each nightly separation help us evolve on a spiritual level? If we, as we go to sleep, instead of going to sleep, disconnect ourselves from the physical form. So within manifestation, you believe and you see what you are looking for. Leaving your body, you are letting go of the energy that you feel in your toes and the feeling. And you work yourself up, all the way up. By doing that, you let go of the energy and the feeling in your fingers and in your legs. And you move yourself up to where your fingers are laying, and then now your fingers and your hands. And you mentally think about letting go solely of those things, because this is part of the physical realm that we hold on to. So if you're thinking about that as you're laying down, going to sleep, and you're letting go of all feeling as you work yourself all the way until you're left with just your brain, and your brain is still a physical thing, you are beyond that. You are more than that. So you move all the way up to where you don't feel your ears and your nose and your eyelids, and you go through and you don't feel your eyes. You feel nothing. There's no weight, there's no pressure, until you start letting go of the weight that even your brain is. And in that letting go, you feel lighter. You let go. So in that astral projection, maybe instead of dreaming, maybe already start manifesting yourself into a different realm, into into a realm where you're leaving your physical body, and have that silver tether so that you can explore as far as what that tether allows you, so that you may find your physical self. And physically think about the tether as you're going into this realm, as you're letting go of everything else. You're letting go of everything else so that you may hold on to this tether, this silver lined tether that takes you as far as you need to go, but not far enough. Wow, that's some deep shit. I don't know. I think these are micro. You go to sleep and you dream and you manifest. These are microchasms of the understanding of you as energy, as more. So maybe that going to sleep is practice. We should be practicing to understand our energetic self. Maybe we should be practicing more in alpha state, in astral projection, so that we understand we are beyond our physical realm. Oh, this is some deep shit now. Wait a second. Now we're getting deep. I've been sick. Let me see. My kids don't. I've been sick more this year than any other time. So I just switched him schools. It's a wild thing, but it's coming from everywhere and everybody. Mentioned earlier that not even animals dream. That even animals dream. Like honeybees sometimes fall asleep inside the flowers. So dreaming is universal, and so is consciousness. That's very deep, actually. That's super deep, because we all dream. We all dream. Everything, every animal dreams. That means there's a connectiveness, there's a consciousness, there is a dimensional highway. Wow. I remember hearing about that honeybees dream does. I think I just blew it off and it didn't click. But just now, you saying that, everything dreams. You're absolutely right. Cats and dogs and bees alike. Ooh, wow. And I don't think bees have an endocannabinoid system. I think bees don't have an endocannabinoid system. They're not animals, they're insects. But even insects dream. That's pretty deep. Wow. That's pretty deep. I think some of the things to think about when it comes to dreaming, it's like seeing a dog running while it's sleeping. It's chasing something. I know. I love it. But that tells you there's a deeper essence, because we dream, they dream. Everything dreams. So there is a download that is happening, or an upload, or a learning experience, something, a universal Akashic record, a live library like the internet, but it's much deeper, much deeper. Bees dream when they go in the cannabis flower. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do dream when they go in the cannabis flower. Actually, bees don't really extract the pollen unless they're made to, I think, from cannabis. But it can be used from what I've learned. From what I've learned things. But things to ponder and think about when it comes to dreams or sleeping. So nightmares. Are nightmares glitches? Is a nightmare a glitch? I mean, if sleep involves connecting to other realms, are nightmares the result of visiting lower or different frequencies, different vibrations? I mean, are we not in tune? Are we not in tune with the realities that we're supposed to be? Are we falling out of phase? Is that a nightmare? There are things like the timeless zone. Why do dreams feel timeless or non-linear? Could this hint that our true state is beyond the concept of time? Like I tell you, space and time is nothing but a construct. So So when you start to understand that it's all right here and right now, and it's our creation, maybe to understand the chaos of the universe, or to deal with the chaos of the universe and not even understand it. Universal dreaming, like Chris was just saying, universal dreaming. It shocks me that bees dream, but it reminds me that everything dreams. So if all humans sleep, could it be a collective event where we unconsciously connect to others in their shared space, in their shared energy? Like we do in our physical realm, do we do it in the unconscious? In the subconscious, unconscious, do we connect to each other's dreams and realities and energies and feelings and emotions? Ooh, that's deep. Like if you live in a neighborhood, are you influenced, like a neighborhood, like a big neighborhood where a lot of people live, or apartment complexes? Are you influenced by their energies when you sleep, by their dreams, by their thoughts, by their intentions? Some people have some pretty damn dark intentions. Okay, so what if sleep is not just a physical necessity, but a gateway to understanding the true nature of existence? This is the lessons that we maybe need to learn within our physical realm into our dream realm or our unconscious soul realm. So I think they're lessons. I think this is a learning stage that we have to go through. We don't just get there. We don't just live a physical realm and be like, okay, I fucking understand everything. I'm deep. I'm deep as deep could be, and that's it. I mean, I feel like I've ascended already. No, you haven't processed and understood it. You haven't unquestioned and re-questioned and why questioned, and then dropped all that shit and just let it be. Let it create. Let it happen. There's different ideologies because I have no patience. Sometimes I say I can't wait for things to happen, so I make them happen with a manifestation. I believe in it so deeply already that maybe I speed up a process, and you can speed up a process, but everything is going to happen as you need it to when you let go of all that need and all that want. Dreams are powerful. Dreams are infinite. I think it may help us reconcile the duality of being both physical and infinite. If we float away nightly, what are we learning or remembering during these moments? Could sleep be the ultimate reminder of the spiritual truth that we are more than our bodies? Is the truth so simple, right in our face, and we're too busy, we're too deep, we're too involved, we're too awake to realize that the dreams are reminding us, the unconscious, the subconscious to the unconscious realm is reminding us that we are more. We are more than our bodies. We are an energy that is timeless. So I think the phenomenon of dreaming, or the perception of not dreaming, let's see where this gets wild, because now my next question comes in. So you see that we are what we create. We are more than our physical self. Dreaming is a way of thinking. I think it's even more of a way of creating. So everyone dreams, but not everyone remembers. Science says you dream. Studies show that all humans, they dream multiple times a night during their REM sleep. Even if they don't remember it, dream recall varies due to several factors. People don't remember their dreams. Why? including sleep stages, brain activity, your waking habits. This could be messing up your recollection of dream. Or if you're going to dream regardless of how long you're asleep, because there is no space and time in dream. If you fall asleep and you get into your REM sleep for even 3 seconds, 3 seconds is a lifetime in a dream world. 3 seconds is forever. 3 seconds is as long as you need it to be to download everything you need to download. If you're awake and asleep, or you're restless, or you're falling off, or you're not in a good position. But at any moment, your body's able to connect with its otherworldly transmission. It transfers shit and you're done. You're boom, boom, boom. Your dream could be an hour-long dream, but you only for a second. So dream amnesia, most dreams are forgotten because the brain doesn't store them in a long-term memory. Unless you wake up during the night after a dream, it's likely to fade quickly. So if you wake up right after a dream at night, right after you had it, if you wake up right after a dream, right after it, that's when you'll remember. That's when you'll see it. That's when it's going to be, okay, I remember my dream. It was so prophetic, but it dissipates quickly. And so it's good to write it down. If you have a dream and you know you're righties, because it's not there in the long-term memory. It's meant to fade quickly. You're not meant to remember your dreams. That's another wild one. You are not meant to remember your dreams. Why? Why are you not meant to remember it? Because are they not your dreams? Did you dream it? Or is it a dream from another reality teaching you something within your deep personal consciousness on your individual holographic projection of life? Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot to think about, so don't think about it. Easy, done, boom. I mean, know the information, take the information and put it over there and individually research it if it excites you. But if it doesn't, leave it the fuck alone. Don't think about it. There you go. It's the state of mind, I think. So, people who are deeply engaged in their waking thoughts or their have too many stresses, they may struggle to connect with their dreams. That could be high cortisol levels blocking out all the receptors of the body. Or Ord over here can't keep a joint lit because okay. I mean, so all right, here was where I got interesting here. I looked into manifestation and manifesting or focusing on thoughts as you fall asleep. Now, here's the interesting part. If you do that, you don't remember your dreams at all. I manifest as often as humanly possible. So possibly through my forced dream or my forced beliefs into my dreams. So my dreams may want to be something else entirely, but I'm forcing their direction and understanding and their manifestation of. So maybe manifesting it, the thoughts, as I fall asleep, I might anchor my consciousness in those ideas, reducing access to other dream content. So my manifesting is concentrating 1,000% in its dream world, in the subconscious to the unconscious, making the conscious world have to regulate and make it real. Make it, if the brain believes it, the physical world believes it. Maybe that's why I don't dream, because I redirect my dreams to be more beneficial, more open and understanding, more positive forward momentum, forward step, whatever. There's a lot of, I don't know, neurotransmitters like I don't know what the fuck they're called. They're involved in memory formation, and maybe they are suppressed during a REM sleep or a REM sleep, and this suppression might hinder dream recollection. Like you might not remember shit because you're so deep or you're able to get so deep into this ream, rapid eye movement, you're not even part of this fucking world anymore. You're like gone. That shit happens. Your body doesn't move. You don't twitch. Just your eyes will move back and forth, sometimes very quickly. But you are not even part of the physical self at that point. You are somewhere way far away. That's deep ream. Maybe that's your connection to that Akashic record, the Akashic connectivity. I'm going to keep saying Akashic until we can figure out what the hell else to call it. But I like it. I am chiming out. It was another great podcast. Much gratitude. Chris, thank you again for showing up and being part of the effort and part of the energy. I've been enjoying your topics as well. You've really been, by the way, everybody, you got to go check out Christopher Sterl over on his LinkedIn. He is writing a TV show. He's got a podcast. It's the Time Machine Project, and it is even more than that. The characters are even deeper than time travel itself. So, and I feel like he's even evolving beyond. So definitely go check out his podcast, some really great topics. I think he was talking about spontaneous combustion a few episodes ago. Spontaneous combustion. I got an idea from him. The last show, we were talking about the batteries or the combustion of King Tut's mummy. Last show. Not today, that was the last show. Okay, so we dream and we go into wild places. I don't think it takes long to get into a deep phase of sleep. Tesla used to, look, he'd hold like a big ring of keys and he'd sit in a chair and he would fall asleep and the keys would drop and he'd wake up. So he would believe in micro sleeping. And in that micro sleep, he felt like he opened up a different realm. And that's where a lot of his ideas came to him. He would hold something heavy like keys that would make a lot of noise and he'd hold them. And as soon as he fell asleep, he'd drop those keys. He'd get up, pick up the keys and be like, okay, back to work. And that's when he'd have his ideas. Thomas Edison, I think, did the same thing. There was someone else. Oh, who else did this? But within this micro sleeping, they were able to pull information from somewhere else, like an Akashic record, much like Edward Casey did, much like Tesla did, Edison, and that Indian mathematician, and countless other people that I can't remember their names right now, have pulled information from this Akashic record. Look, I don't think it's just the ramblings of a guy smoking over here. I think there's energy, and we need to believe how powerful we are, and maybe get more in touch with that, that hidden energy source. So it's now cold, or, colder than hot. It's good. I think there's sometimes so many more flavors that you can get out of tea as it cools. I mean, as it's hot, it's got certain benefits and it's helping things assimilate and digest into the bloodstream. But I think more so when it cools down, there are so many different flavors that became more evident, more powerful, more exciting. It's good tea. That's the Blue Zen Brew. I love it. It's good stuff. Hey, Chris, thank you again, though. And we're going to have you on the show soon. Actually, I'm going to send you a DM very soon with the link and the way to get in. So let me see. Dreaming is a way of dealing with the frustrations of the world. I don't know. Because the frustrations of the world are how we see it. And they're how we approach it. We've had, the tough day is the day we put difficult upon ourselves. It's only hard if you see that it's hard. The job is only mundane if you see the job as mundane. If you forget to see the excitement in what you do, even if it's not something that's exciting, find exciting things. Find, if music excites you, make sure music is part of your workday. It doesn't have to be blaring. Maybe you put in little earbuds And now music and frequency can guide you through an easier workday. We can make our days and our lives better. Dreaming's like a download. It is, I like what you said, wishful thinking, because it's belief in your thinking. It's the belief in who you want to be, who you believe in being, who you believe in being, like who you believe in. You believe in what you want you to be. You believe in what you want you to be. You know what I mean? But you believe that, and that is what you become. I believed when I was a different person. I was a different person. I've been a different person many different times. I've been so many different origins up to this evolutionary state. In this one lifetime, I have been an innocent, a not so innocent. I have been an explored soul, constantly looking for adventure. And I'm still that right now. I'm always in need and search of adventure. I think there's more information and energy of life to consume. More. Because that's the beauty of it. Right now I'm into rock hunting, gem hunting. That's my next mini adventure on a weekend that I'm planning, putting together. I'm gonna do a little geological exploration and adventure. Looking for beautiful rocks, maybe some gems, some sapphires. That would be fantastic. Maybe we find some gold. I'm not gonna get excited. I get gold fever. Listen, I told you a story here on the show. If you didn't hear it, I'm not repeating it, but I'll let you know. It was when we went to the ghost town, the gold ghost town, and my cousin Doran peed on a rock. Okay, I'm telling you, he peed on a rock. I was a kid. We were in the van. We were stuck in the van a long time. I had a special pickaxe that I was ready to mine gold everywhere along this mountain, along this journey we took. My dad drove us on this crazy dirt path up a mountain. Straight up, it felt like it points to an abandoned ghost gold town. So anyways, they got out. My cousin, he pees on this rock. Nobody tells me. I'm far out in the river, mining shit, looking for shit. You know, I'm not finding anything, but I'm excited to be out of the car. I'm stretching my legs. I'm a kid. I'm like, I'm going to find gold. I'm going to find gold. That was my whole thing. And so, you know, all of a sudden he yells, Oren, come look at this. Oren, bring the thing. Bring the axe thingy. Come look at this. This is crazy. You have to look at this. So I hear this. It sounds exciting, like he's found something. So I go running. I'm running. I'm leaping. I'm leaping over rocks and boulders. I'm weaving in and out of a little riverbed that I had gotten through. I jumped up this way and close enough to where the van was. The van's right over here. There's an area, and this one rock had a golden sheen to it. And I'm like, and I'm not thinking I couldn't see pee, I couldn't see anything. I just see this golden sheen. I'm an idiot, you know. And I'm pounding away at this thing, and my cousin's like, yes, deeper, break off the surface. Wow, it's so much gold. So as he did this, then they're all cracking up behind me, and I turn around, and I've got pieces of rock everywhere, and I'm holding this little pickaxe, and they're all just in hysterics. And he goes, I peed on the rock. Look, it's me. I pee gold. Ha ha ha. You know, that is such an amazing energy I feel right now by reflecting, reliving, pulling that energy just for a moment to live it right now, like from the fucking past. Look, we don't live in a past, present, future, because there is no future. And the past is an energy that we can pull from and experience and still feel it in its entirety, in its emotional form. And that's what I just felt through that story. I was like, oh, I felt the energy. I could hear my mom yelling at me in the background. Hey, Alan, you stupid! Come over here! What are you doing? Don't listen to him! Awesome energies. Hey y'all, how you been doing? Schwartzy Pants, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Highly motivated. I am highly high. Tonight I have gone through 2 Goldflower grams, and they have both been equally incredible. One was Pyromaniac, and the other was a double banana fuel roll-ups. So if you're in Florida and you have a medical cannabis card, go check out Goldflower. Will blow you away. Actually, there's a QR code right over here. Get more information that way. I don't know, man. I don't know. It went out. That's okay. It's okay, it went out. I have rosin that I picked up. I got a Top Gun. I have a Tropicana Punch, and a Top Gun. And it's rosin, not a distillate. I don't smoke distillates. I only like rosins. Also, they happen to be from Goldflower. You know, I fanboy them a lot because once you smoke Goldflower, you find a lot of difficulty in smoking anybody else. And I don't just say that. I believe it. I smoke it. Look, I will drive. My closest Goldflower is in Ocala. But I was working in Tampa. So, of course, I made sure to stop in Ocala on the way home. And that's where I was able to get the pre-roll today and found out I had no flour, just a pre-roll. So I got that, and I got the Top Gun. I think it's the Top Gun. No. I'm very excited. Wait, this is Chimera 4. Terpenes are lovely on this. Oi. Wait, it's like 71% THC, which is very good for concentrate, a rosin. You know, it's natural. It's not being forced into the 80s, 90s. Oh, come on, you're gonna lose on flavor and texture and smoke, and just the whole entourage disappears somewhere. I don't even know what the hell I'm reading. Hold on. Okay, here we go. The terps on this are 6 or 8. It's like an 8 or a 6. It's a 6.7, I think. So the terpenes on this one in here is a 6.7. You know what I'll pull out? The other joint went out. Hold on. Put that over here. I hope it has a little charge left. I forgot I put a concentrate bowl in here, and I did a huge hit. I forgot when I did this, but I haven't. Oh, it smells nice. Okay. Let me just, let's get, while we're waiting, I will get the Top Gun that I currently have. Or it's the Tropicana Punch. I'll find out in a second. But we're going to activate the Orin Plus. Now, we've commandeered this device. It's a vape presso type of, not vape presso. It's like it fills this up and it becomes like a shot glass. But I rarely use it like that. Make sure the chamber is clear. So what I do, instead, this kind of looks like one of those little Alexa things. 2, 3, 4, 5. It comes on. Good. So instead of it being an Alexa, it's an Orin Plus. Thank you, Liz. This is an Orin Plus. Smoking the blue wave. I just looked down and saw that. Got grams of the live rosin from True Leaf for 17. Not bad. And you're slowly smoking the blue wave. The blue wave is yummy. That is a nice one. I smoked it too fast, too hot. It was just so gorgeous. It was just gone. It was gone, but it was gorgeous. I like that you're slowly smoking through that. Good flavor. So this one I think is the Tropicana Punch. So what I do, I connect it to the Orin Plus and I tell it, hey, Orin Plus, hit me up. All right. Okay. Wow. That hit me like on 2 waves. One was, ooh, that was nice. And then a second wave. Rosin is the closest you get to flour. It's basically, they take the flour, they wash it, they get it down to the finest, blondest, beautiful hash. So blonde hash through a bubble hash technique of sorts, ice bubble hash, ice baths, but it's deeper because they they really get just that full plant medicine. And then they take that and they freeze dry it, they age it, and then they press it. And then you get this. Look at that nice color. Look at that. I can't even see it. My fingers are in front of myself. That's a beautiful color. That means it's full plant medicine. It's not just an individual THC. It is full spectrum. Right from the plant, your crystals, your crystallization, and just a gorgeous concoction right there. Let's just pump this up one more time. There we go. Wow. That is serious. Now, I've done it with this device, but it seems to always make me cough a lot. Only because, I mean, the smoke doesn't really get any air to it, but there's so much you're doing. When you hit a vape, normally, like, look, this is a regular 510, and you're not going to hit it like I just hit it. Or maybe you are. But it's definitely affecting me more because of how much deeper of a hit I'm getting, how much more out of the vape that I'm getting. And that's a heavy oil. So you got to go easy on that. Go easy on the heavy. Oh my God. I can feel it coming back. And it's like, no, I'm not done with you. So interestingly, and it's funny, I'm glad you just said that. Over here, you put no draw that creates suction. Could be good for medical issues with people inhaling. Exactly. You know something. Anytime you're pulling from a pen, you're creating not just the suction in your mouth. You're right. You could pull out, whatever, and create bleeding and not healing. I know what it is. I can't even think about it right now. My brain's not working like that. But by sucking, you are also getting some Dr. Pepper. I have tea. Does that mean I don't have Dr. Pepper? Of course it does. Didn't mean I don't. Of course I do. And you said that, and that's all I could think about. Oh, that's good. So good. So bad for me, and so good. I need to reduce all sugars. Reduce and stop all sugar. That would be the best thing. So inhaling, absolutely right. No, you're 100%. Here's the greatest thing. What I just did with this right here, there's no suction that's being created. So now you can use this as a medical alternative if you're still looking, to, oh my God, we just created a medical device for all cannabis users everywhere and anywhere. Listen. You hadn't see, and delicious. I just saw that. I had one with a friend of mine today. Delicious, Dr. Not necessarily nutritious, but so delicious. So listen, here on the show, we just discovered, created, manifested a medical device for the medical cannabis world as far as mouth surgery, going to the dentist. So you get big time mouth surgery, or you go to the dentist and they're like, you can't smoke cigarettes, you can't use a straw. Oh, excuse me. You can't smoke from a joint. You can't smoke from a bowl. Anything that creates suction, even the wrong kind of suction, can completely destroy any kind of dentistry or any kind of work or extractions or work that's going to be done in the future because you're going to fuck it up now. Dr. Pepper does make me burp a lot. It's the burpee soda. It'll get things working in your body. I don't know where that came from. So this thing is this will cure that. You don't have to use suction. Now a whole new device from the makers of people who make shit for medical marijuana people. So, no longer do you have to suck on a peg. That's right, we've moved beyond just a fake peg. This you have to suck. And, but now, just get the Orin Plus. Press it once, twice. And no longer do you have to pull and change your breathing patterns. Oh no. No sucking, no pressure. Easy peasy. Wasn't that a great commercial? I loved it. I loved it. Done. That was it. Now, actually, this is a Wolf Fang. The Wolf Fang is actually the whole device. And you can do concentrates. So you could do a 510 and you could do concentrates. It's got a ceramic bowl. Pretty flipping genius. Or is it ceramic? Yeah, it's a 3-dimensional ceramic bowl that hits things very hard. So, or standalone without those devices, it's the Orin Plus. Now for dental procedures, the afterwards, you need pain medication, it's ready. I'm just you chew on that. You all think about that. Think about the beauty right there. Boom, done. Just, okay. Holy shit, power levels out of nowhere. Let's see, how have we done? How have we done? We did 2 hours, good. I don't know what's going on, but my power levels are about to completely let out. And I guess that's my signal to say, hey, it's been a great show. Thank you for coming. Friday Smoke Sesh. No topics, no expectations, but we'll talk about everything. Everything under the sun and beyond on our international, intergalactic Smoke Sesh, which is everything and nothing. Thank you for joining us for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 2 hours, for every time you come to see us. Here on Highly Motivated. Friday night, Sunday night, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. We're coming to you here. We're having high tea on Sunday. I wanted to have an early tea. This is an early tea, Blues and Brew. I had to do it tonight, but it was a crazy day, and I'm feeling great from it. But in that, you're all amazing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your energy and your community. That's what it's all about. Okay, I pulled this thing out, super high now. That was just some crazy hits. Wow, I might do one more, maybe. No, I'm done. Done. I was gonna try to end the show, but I couldn't reach the button. Wait, hold. I gotta find the button. Shit. Okay. Thank you for joining me. And if you ever have any questions beyond the show, you can always send a direct message to on the Facebook or onto the LinkedIn. If you have any medical questions or anything concerning anything about cannabis, I'm always open to talk and help educate and spread the good word of weed. Spread the good word of weed. So be kind and bring kindness to every day. Bring great energy to every single day. Be open-minded, open-hearted. We are all part of the same community. We're all humans. And we're all part of this club. This club of highly motivated is everybody. We're 8.9 billion members strong. They just don't know about it yet. All right, you're all amazing. Always amazing show. Always amazing community. Always amazing smoke session. I love it. I love it because I feel higher because of the community. I feel more connected to, it just almost feels like everything because you're all here. Anyways, thank you again. Remember on the 18th, we're going to have Rob Harmon with Marijuana Express MD, Veterans Cannabis Care out of Orlando. And soon, I hope maybe right after that, we'll have Christopher on the show, Christopher Sterl. So there we go. Rock and roll, everybody. Amazing. Fantastic. Thank you. That's it. Good night. All right. Ciao. Bye.